Chukwu, ọ gịnị ka iji ha na-eme? Ị maghị n'ikpe ga-amalite n'etiti ụmụ Chukwu. Tutu mgbe ka ị na-anụ okwu Chukwu, ọ gịnị ka iji ha na-eme? Ị maghị n'ikpe ga-amalite.
Ka o ruru n'oge nche nke anọ, Jesu gara ije n'elu mmiri wee bịakwutebe ha. About the fourth watch, Jesus came to them walking on the water. Otito dịrị Jesu. Ihe anyị gụrụ n'Igbo si n'elekere nke anọ. Asa elekere nke anọ, iche na ọ bụ 4 a.m. That time, the clock adịghị. And were watches in the night. Ndị nche na-eche set by set, group by group. First watch, second watch, third watch, and fourth watch. 4 watches, 4 times, 4 stages. EMG I have no, but the last watch in the night. It was the last one, the 4th one, when he came. No selection Allah first. Allah from where? No matter what Jesus journey lugu. Yari gwe mad journey lugu ebe ya na nna ya nọ na-akpa nkata. Hombe bishop na ndị fada yari gwatara anyị la anyị na-achị. Jegide n'elu ugwu na St. John's mgbe anyị na nna na-akpa nkata. Anyị jiri retreat. Anyị latara ashọnwa. The last batch came back 2 days ago. And Father gwara anyị retreat. Eme na anyị retreat. Dịka ọ bịara woru ma gbuwe m anyị lee shite bishop. Ka bụ gbuwe megi owote okwuchukwu owochi. Owote okwuchukwu odoigideri edoigide. Ge wanju omu na-eke igide ọkpa. Onye nke ege na mmemme mere o maka na te Fada kwuru mena anyị retreat te mmụọ nsọ mere ike he. Otito dịrị Jesu. We do what we can and what we should as human beings to be able to serve God and serve you better. It is not always that we succeed, but God knows we try. Ebe anyị ọzọ ji eje retreat. Jesu nke o ji bụrụ mmadụ na-abụ ọgbarịdojuo ọsọ ndụ. He would withdraw and go and consult with his Father. Ọ bụrụ na unu chetara ihe ọgụgụ aga na anyị ụka gara aga. Transfiguration. Jesus took Peter, James, and John and went up to the mountain. And I told you, now Luke, Matthew Waganai last Sunday, but Luke said he went there to pray, and while he was at prayer, all days bumpa. Onye ọbụla n'ime anyị, all days bumpa. Ihe ọgụgụ agana anyị tata na-arụtụ ya aka. Ọ dị ezigbo mkpa ka anyị mara ka anyị chịkọnata onwe anyị mara mgbe Chukwu gatara mgbe ọ kpara anyị ka gwazie anyị ụzọ ọzọ ga mgbe ihe na-eshi ike mgbe confuse gadị mgbe niile. Our country Nigeria today is confused. The church in Nigeria today is troubled. Nsogbu dị mgbe niile. Last Sunday, somebody walked into the church like this one. Were egbe gbabuchie 13 people gị meghị ihe n'ụlọ ụka mgbe fada na-aka ụka. Ndị arụrụ echi karịrị 20. Anya ya mara anyị ya ga-ekiriko nkwezi. Ana m aga-ekwu maka onye gbara egbe. Ana m aga-ekwu maka ndị gburu egbu. Ana m aga-ekwu maka ndị ka nọ n'ụlọ ọgwụ echi ji. Na ihe a ga na-ekwu ga bụ maka ụka Katọlik na onye rụrụ ụka. Mana nke ahụ bụ maka mbasha ọzọ. Otito dịrị Jesu. mana ihe m na-achọ ịgwa anyị bụ na nsogbu dị n'ụwa, nsogbu dị na Nigeria, nsogbu dị n'ụka. And at moments like this, the temptation is for us to give up. Ihe ọgụgụ nke mbụ na ozi ọma na ordinary time of the year na-enwe mgbe ha na-emetụta. Ọ bụrụ na anyị gere ntị ọfụma n'ihe ọgụgụ nke mbụ, gee ntị na ozi ọma, ikekwe na ịhụgụ ihe jikọrọ ihe ọgụ nke mbụ na ozi ọma. But there is one point that unites two of them, ofu ihe jikọrọ ha na abụọ, and that is God comes to meet his people when they are in trouble. Chukwu na-achọta ndị nke mgbe ha nọ na nsogbu. Ọ bụghị oge niile anyị na-achọ Chukwu bụ anyị na-achọta. It is not every time we are looking for God that we find him. O nwere akụkọ fada m na anyị retreat kọrọ. Nkọma ga o jiri ji akọ ya. Nkọma n'unohu ga m ga na-eji na-akọ ya from now onwards. Akwa m shi na mara akọ akụkọ. Amne ịbọ ịmụ ụka na mgbe m ji abọta unless ma ọ bụ ozi ọma na-amati ya nke m. Ọ kọ na anyị akụkọ. A girl who was about to do her confirmation, and Jesus appeared to her and said, now that you are about to do your confirmation, let us play a game. Choose any game. And the girl chose hide and seek. Jesus said, okay. You go and hide. I'll close my eyes. Go and hide, and I will find you. Jesus closed his eyes, and the girl went and hid somewhere. And Jesus started looking for her. After a short time, he found her where she was hiding. And then he told the girl, close your eyes, I will hide so that you will look for me. And the girl closed her eyes, and Jesus went and hid. And the girl started looking for Jesus, looked for him everywhere, but could not find him. After searching and searching and searching, the girl got tired, a little girl, and went and lay down somewhere to come and sleep, to rest a little, to sleep. And Jesus was then the person to look for her where she was lying, and went and woke her up. And he used that to teach us about the joy of being found. I will say that the story will be the same. The girl hid herself and Jesus found her. But when the girl closed her eyes, Jesus disappeared. And the girl looked for him everywhere and did not find him. Eventually, yes, she lay down and slept. And Jesus came and touched her. And the girl suddenly woke up and started hitting him and accusing him. It is not fair. It is not fair. When you looked for me, I found you. Why did you hide where I could not find you? And Jesus answered, you know, where did you look for me? I looked for you everywhere. And Jesus asked her, did you look up? I just went up and I was following you where you were going around looking for me. You couldn't see me because you never looked up. Sometimes we look for him, we don't find him because we don't look up. Mgbe bile mmiri kendo na mahari mgbe ọchịchịrị gbachiri ụzọ gị lee anya n'igwe ị ga n'ụlọ sị ezi nwa m atụla egwu ọzọ. You need to know where to look for him even. But very often he's the one. He is following you when you are looking for him. But you have to know where to look. Elijah was downcast. First book of Kings, chapter 18. No marihe Elijah and amuma as Baal Mary. When he gathered all the false prophets in Israel, and when they had proven that they were false prophets because they could not do anything, and when Elijah had shown that God, the Creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is the only one God to worship, the people were surprised. But Elijah did not stop there. Elijah goshichere ndị mmadụ na ọ bụ Chineke bi n'igwe bụ chi ezie, mmadụ akpọlisi ala nye arụsị. He did something extra. Jide ndị amụma asị ahụ niile gbuchie. Out of his enthusiasm, he probably went more than he was supposed to have done. Go gbuchiere ha Jezebel kwere jụ isi taa. See, look, a question, man of God, by this time tomorrow, you will be like all those people you killed. Elijah, he ran away because he was afraid. And then in chapter 19, chapter 19, verse 4, Elijah came to somewhere. He sat under the broom tree after running away for one day. And there he said, I have had enough, O Lord. Now take my life. This was the moment of suicide. After all the things I do for you, all I get but persecution and threat. Now, I am tired of all this. How many times in your life as a Christian? How many times in your life as a priest? How many times in your life as a mother of a family? As a father? As a religious? Have you said, God, I am tired of all this? If it has never happened to you, lucky you, it happens to me. Elijah wanted to die. Did God let him die? Sometimes we pray to God, we say he does not answer us. Sometimes he will not grant our request because he knows that is not the best for us. Eventually, Elijah was told to eat and drink. After 40 days of journey, Obiaziane ne Mount Horeb. When he arrived at Mount Horeb, he was told, again the translation this morning is faulty. Because the translation this morning said, Osebrowa abiagafe. Some English translations will tell you that the voice told Elijah, go and stand on the mountain because the Lord will be passing by. The Lord will be passing by. Now, Elijah jekuruze. Ke Elijah kunebe oku nukuti kuku. Weku, and the Lord was not in the wind. Acts of the Apostles chapter 2 verse 2 tells us that the apostles were gathered in one room out of fear for the Jews, and there was a great wind, and God came. The descent of the Holy Spirit. Nukuti kukukuru. And then after the wind, there came an earthquake. How many times can in the Old Testament no law but this time he was not in the earthquake, he was not in the wind. In the whole of the Bible, Old Testament especially, the wind is used to represent the presence of God. How come he wasn't in the wind? Then, after the wind, what else? Fire. A consuming fire came. The Lord was not in the fire. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 29 says our God is a consuming fire. How come he was not in the fire? Simple. Father Dennis ata nede commentary na ada na bulletin ijite oburu na igotere bulletin nwere ihe o dere na nke nta. Osno onye na-ehusiri na ya awọtacha mara Chukwu na ga o ji eme ihe bụ onye ụkwasị. If you say you have now understood God and you know how he acts always, you are a liar. You cannot tie God to any form of action, any way of revealing himself, because he is God. What do you have to do? Train yourself to recognize him in whatever form he appears, because devil can also imitate him. I've told you this thing several times. If you go and read the book of Revelations, you get where we are told that at the last day, Satan and all those false prophets that he was using to work miracles and deceive people will be cast into hell. Satan can imitate God. So it is not just in the manifestation. You have to be trained. Nekene Elijah. Nukuti kukukuru. We are not told that he did anything. He was not moved. This is a man of God. This man has been trained in his relationship with God. The wind came, earthquake came, fire came. No way. Then Owenoma, a small voice, and covered his face. He recognized the voice of his God. How do you know when it is God talking to you? And how do you know when it is Satan talking to you? Any man or woman, Purishi. No be nwanyị agata mete okwu n'oko ya. Maka na just mbata na abata or be me or whatever. O nwere feeling o ji ama na nwanyị agata maka no kirigi from mgbe nọ na ho ya till ne ishekprie. She knows you. That is how God knows us, and even more. And that is how we should train ourselves to recognize God whenever he's intervening in our lives. Elijah recognized him in a still voice, quietude. Kaja shakwa mbo na Nigeria show ozo ge ndi Igbo bode n'olu nke Chukwu n'ihe na-eme nwayọ. Ma ihe mamara anyị eshi bụ iti mkpu na ịhụ arịrịrị tụtụtụ nta na ezijere m ozo sije zimene m ndọkwa ya. Ha hụ elerịrịrị na ọ bụghị ịhụ mkpu bụ ikpe ukwe. O nwere ndị ọbịa isi ha kwee ukwe ha hụ agịrị mkpu. We are a noisy people, and we can no longer be still. And sometimes God comes to us when we are still. Psalm 43 verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. Norunwayo. Norunwayo, and you will see in Emuabuchuku. Exodus chapter 14 verse 14. The Lord will fight for you, but you must be still. Norunwayo. I asked myself, Oburu Chukwu a decide na o ji nye ndị Nigeria lile ngozi. Mana ngozi o ji nye anyị ji abịa ga-emunyi. Ọha lile wuru kọpụ je chete nke. Ọ bụghị n'okpuru gbamgbam ma ọ bụghị n'okpuru oshishi. Na ọ bụ kwuru one place chete mmiri je ezunugu. How many Nigerians, especially Igbo people, will be able of standing in one place and collecting God's blessing, dropping gradually into their cups. How many of us? About no manwaja, auto, pop, no manemina, biabia, telane cup. On the draw bosses. No, no, we're in boss on a back or tattoo or balagan a cup, but it was. We don't have the patience to be still. And that is even part of the problem. We no longer even have the patience to make money gradually. On your open in one day. Anyị gbutechelekere ọnwụ ozu na ọgaba anyị para ozu anyị gbutere jigide. Ihe gbahara anyị okokoro n'ala Igbo na na-esi ozu ozu. Why can't we be still? Why can't we go quietly and recognize God acting in our lives in a still moment? Many places saying where Eucharistic adoration in Nigeria. When you go there, there is no adoration. There is only noise making and shouting. Our religion has become a religion of noises and deception. Be still. God passed in that still voice, and Elijah recognized him. But on the other hand, Elijah bakoso makanihe neshini ike ono nsogbu Chukwu biakute mbo ono nsogbu jiri nwayo gbaa ya ume gwamazia ya ihe o je eme to get out of trouble. In the gospel, if you want to understand the Hebrew in the gospel, Igma chapter 14 of Matthew's gospel, Igma chapter 6 of John's gospel. You have to read the Bible as one for you to understand the word of God. In chapter 6, we hear that after feeding the 5,000 people, the crowd was so shocked. Our liberator. And they were about to make him king by force. Now you will understand, as God himself, he knew there was danger. Omar and I have no mazia in that type of situation. They themselves are what alegonyo, but that miracle was an eye-opener to the people. So there could have been confusion and rebellion. I say, Bian, get into the boat and get out. Some translations will tell you, he compelled them. He forced them into the boat. Look, guys, get into this boat. Get out. I'll take care of the situation. And when they were gone, we dismiss the end of matter. Now, in obedience, they entered that boat. I have explained this thing to you before. Don't think that once you are doing God's will, you will have no trouble. Jesus did his Father's will. The apostles did the Lord's will. Look at how they were persecuted in the Acts of the Apostles. And Jesus himself was crucified because he was obedient unto the will of his Father. They entered that boat out of obedience to Jesus Christ, and they got into trouble. But they were in the boat. Because they were in the boat, Jesus never lost sight of them for one moment. Like that girl who was hiding or who was looking for Jesus, she did not know Jesus was following her wherever he was. He was in the mountain praying, but he was with them. He noticed. But when we heard the church fathers, St. Augustine, St. John Chrysostom, Gregory of Nazianzen, when we commentary, why na Jesus abiakutege ozugbo notice renensobude. He allowed them to continue struggling until the last watch of the night. Gechiga bokoma. in order to show them, I knew you were in trouble, but I knew also you will not get drowned. He was in charge. Remember, na mgbe ahụ asị na ọ na-eku ụra n'ụgbọ, mgbe etemerie n'ụra, and he woke up and gave orders. They were wondering, who is this man? Even the storms obey. He came to them walking. Nekwe the difference between Peter and Elijah, between the apostles and Elijah. Elijah marne chukwa nog n'ikuku. Elijah marne chukwa nog n'earthquake. Elijah marne chukwa nog n'ọkụ. Man Elijah marne chukwu nọ na that sound. N'obere olu ahụ. Mana ndị ụmụazụ hụmara Jesu, they had their own prejudices about him. They couldn't recognize him, and they thought it was a ghost, and they were afraid. Sometimes Christ will come to meet you and to help you. You get more afraid and agitated because you don't recognize him. Peter was here. Also here, do not be afraid. It is I am the one. Yet, that did not convince the first pope. Peter, Onyishinda apostle, that was not enough. Now, tell me to come. Okay, come. Yet, that was not enough for Peter. Peter was walking on the sea. And that did not convince him. Immediately he felt the first difficulty. In obedience to God's voice, he became afraid. And he began to sink. Isaiah chapter 43, from verses 1 to 3. Do not be afraid. I have called you by your name, and you are mine. Even in the midst of the waters, you will not be drowned. But you have to recognize his presence. If, like Peter and the apostles, you don't even know when it is he, then there will be no end to your trouble. Anono Mara, Obo Peter, that boat of Peter represents the church. If you look at my coat of arms, you will see a boat there. The boat of Peter on troubled waters. The church, like the time of Peter, is in a boat that is troubled in the sea. A boat on a troubled sea. But the Lord is watching. He knows we are in trouble. And we always have to rely on his presence. Our prayer is that the Church of Christ, from the leaders to the last person, will never lose consciousness of the presence of Christ in their lives. Whether he comes to us in the stillness of the small voice or in stormy waters in the boat, he is always there. Sometimes we will recognize him when we are quiet. At other times, he will come even in the midst of storm. As I just told you, Acts chapter 2, verse 2, he came with a great wind. Important thing is to be able to recognize when he's intervening in your life. More importantly, your life will never be without troubles. I will not leave you orphans. I will be with you till the end of the world. He has a promise made by God. So even in these difficult times for the church, even in these difficult times for Nigeria, Even in these difficult times for you as an individual, even in these difficult times for your family, your boat may be in trouble. Your boat may be facing stormy waters. He comes. He is there. Sometimes to recognize his presence, you have to keep quiet, and allow him to act.
Gịnị ka iji ha na-eme ịmalị n'ikpe ga-amalite n'etiti ụmụ Chukwu tutu mgbe ka ị na-anụ okwu Chukwu ọ gịnị ka iji ha na-eme ịmalị n'ikpe ga-amalite n'etiti ụmụ Chukwu tutu mgbe ka ị na-anụ okwu Chukwu ọ gịnị ka iji ha na-eme